Hi students, welcome to today's session. In last session already we discussed about dot product of two vectors. In this session we have to discuss very important concept is cross product of two vectors. Actually dot product of vectors is nothing but multiplication of vectors. Cross product of vectors also is also multiplication of vectors. What is the difference between dot product and cross product is dot product means that is a bar dot b bar you will get a scalar, that is called dot product. Here a bar is a vector, b bar is a vector, you will get a scalar. But so a bar cross b bar you will get a vector. Okay, so a bar cross b bar you will get a vector. Vector cross vector you will get a vector. But vector dot vector you will get a scalar, that is called dot product of vectors. Vector cross vector you will get a vector, that is called cross product of vectors. Okay, now come to cross product of vectors. Here cross product of vectors, okay, so this is called normal. This is one vector, this is one vector, this is a bar, this is b bar. Angle between these two vectors are theta. Okay, these two vectors having normal. This is normal unit vector. This is n cap is normal unit vector. This is positive normal unit vector. This minus n cap is negative normal unit vector. Okay, so dear students, we have to assume this is the door. I mean this is the door. In door having angle, in door have, for example this is the door, so this door having angle, so in this handle having two vectors. Okay, now this door is moving like this and I mean this side and that side. Okay, I mean the motion is happening rotation. Okay, the motion is happening, assuming the door, children, that is this is the door. Okay, door is moving rotation. Okay, this side or this side. When while moving rotation, I mean this is called normal unit vector. This is called normal unit vector. So this normal unit vector, this is positive n cap, this is minus n cap, that is negative n cap. Okay, now this is I am taking, this is handle, I mean anklet, in the door having anklet. Now like that, here assuming I mean this is called vector. Okay, so this I mean a bar, this is a bar, this is b bar. These two vectors, I mean these two vectors having rotational motion. When rotational motion is happening, you will get a cross product of vectors. Okay, when there is no motion, when there is no rotational motion, okay, already I told the example in dot product of vectors. Okay, so very good example for dot product of vectors is work done. Okay, work done is force into displacement, that is called work done. But in cross product of vectors is torque. Okay, torque is perpendicular distance into displacement. Okay, perpendicular distance into displacement. Here perpendicular distance is vector and displacement is a vector and torque is also vector. Here work done is force is a vector, displacement is a vector, then work done is a scalar. But here we are applying what? Dot product, but here we are applying cross product. Here there is no rotational motion, but here there is a rotational motion. Okay, so now I mean I am going for observation points. I am going to teach observation points. I think all of you are clear. So when you will take vector dot vector, you will get a scalar, that is called dot product. Okay, when you will take vector cross vector, we will get a vector, that is called a cross product. Okay, and the scalar triple product is different. Okay, vector dot I mean cross product of vectors is scalar triple product. Okay, but dot product means if any two vectors dot, dot product of any two vectors, you will get a scalar that is called dot product of two vectors. Suppose if any two vectors cross product, you will get a vector, so that is called cross product of vectors. Dear children, so best example for dot product is work done. So this concept already studied in physics. Okay, best example for cross product of two vectors is torque q. Okay, here torque q is a vector, work done is a scalar, force is a vector, displacement is vector, vector dot vector, you will get a scalar. This is called dot product. Okay. Now, perpendicular distance is a vector and displacement is a vector, vector cross vector, and torque is also what? Vector. Okay. So this is the cross product of vectors. Now come to observations. So first point for observation, okay, that is cross product of any two vectors is what? Vector. That is A bar cross B bar is a what? Vector. A bar cross B bar is a what? Vector. Now come to second point, okay, if A bar and B bar are non-zero vectors, if A bar and B bar are non-zero vectors, if A bar is parallel to B bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0. This is vice versa. If A bar is parallel to B bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0. If A bar cross B bar is 0, then A bar is parallel to B bar. This is vice versa. Okay. Suppose if A bar is parallel to B bar is happening, then automatically A bar cross B bar is 0. If A bar cross B bar is 0, then it becomes A bar is parallel to B bar. And also A bar is collinear to, okay, so A bar is collinear to B bar. A bar is collinear to B bar, therefore A bar cross B bar is 0. If A bar, these both are same, parallel and collinear both are same, okay, it having same meaning. So both having same meaning. So if A bar is collinear to B bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0. If A bar cross B bar is 0, then A bar is collinear to B bar. This is vice versa. Next, come to third point. If angle between two vectors, okay, that is angle between two vectors is A bar cross B bar equal to magnitude of A bar cross B bar into sin theta. Okay, this is angle between two vectors. Now, suppose sin theta, I want theta, sin theta equal to A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of A bar cross magnitude of B bar. And so that becomes theta equals to sin inverse of A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of A bar cross magnitude of A bar cross B bar. Now come to fourth point. So what is the fourth point means here already I told this is in dot product of vectors only. I told this is I component, this is j component, this is k component. Okay, in dot product of two vectors I dot j 0, j dot k 0, k dot I 0, but in cross product I cross I is 0 because this is the I component and this is j component. Suppose if j is equal to I, suppose this is I component, this is j component. Okay, so if j is equal to I, so j is equal to I means it becomes like this. Okay, now there is no handle. When there is no handle, if theta is equal to 0, what is sin 0 value? 0. 0 into this one is what? 0. That's why I cross I is 0. J cross J is 0. K cross K is 0. I cross I is 0. J cross J is 0. K cross K is 0. Next, come to point number 5. Okay. Next point. This is I, this is J, and this is K. Dear students, observe here, I go into J direction. This is called A cyclic. This is called what? Cyclic. This is called cyclic symmetry. This is symmetric. Okay. Now come to I cross J. I cross J is K. K cross I is J. Next, J cross K is I. J cross K is I. This is cyclic. Okay. See, if I cross J, this from I to J, the direction is this side. I mean cyclic direction. I cross J, K. J cross K, I. K cross I, J. See, I cross J, next component is what? K. That is K. K cross I, next component is what? J. J cross K, next component is what? I. Suppose I reverse direction. When you take reverse direction, it becomes negative. I cross K equal to I cross K J only, but reverse direction, that's why minus J. Okay, K cross J is minus I. Okay, next J cross I is equal to minus K. Okay, so I'll repeat once again. Observe here, A bar cross B bar is what? Vector. Second point, if A bar and B bar are non-zero vectors. Okay, if A bar is parallel to B bar, then A bar cross B bar equal to 0. Okay, this is vice versa. If A bar is parallel to B bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0. If A bar cross B bar equal to 0, A bar is parallel to B bar. If A bar is collinear to B bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0. If A bar cross B bar is 0, if A bar is collinear to B bar. Next, angle between two vectors in a cross product, that is sin theta equal to A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of A bar cross B bar. Okay. Theta equals to sin inverse of A bar cross B bar divided by magnitude of A bar cross B bar. I, J, K are the components of the different axes. Here I cross I is what? 0. J cross J is 0. K cross K is 0. Don't confuse students. I dot I 1. J dot J 1. K dot K 1. But I cross I 0, J cross J 0, K cross K 0. Next, I cross J, K, J cross K, I. Okay, K cross I, J. Next, J cross K, I. This is cyclic. Suppose acyclic will take I cross K minus J, K cross J minus I, J cross I minus K. Okay, so now we'll move on. Next point, Next point is sixth one. Next point is that is here commutative law is not satisfied. Commutative law is not satisfied because what is commutative law? But in a dot product of vectors, commutative law is satisfied. But in a cross product of vectors, commutative law is not satisfied. Because when you take A bar cross B bar, A bar cross B bar is B bar cross A bar. But in cross product of vectors, A bar cross B bar, suppose I cross J is there, but J cross I is, it becomes what? Minus. Similarly, A bar cross B bar cross A becomes what? Negative. That's why commutative law is not satisfied. Okay, in cross product of vectors, commutative law is not satisfied. But dot product of vectors, commutative law is satisfied. Okay, commutative law is satisfied. In cross product of vectors is commutative law is not satisfying, but dot product of vectors, commutative law is satisfied because A bar dot B bar equal to B bar dot A bar. But in cross product of vectors, A bar cross B bar equal to minus B bar cross A bar. Now come to point number 7. Here, area of a rectangle and area of a parallelogram by using vector method. So these two concepts are very, very important. Area of a triangle. Area of a triangle is that is 1 by 2 is magnitude of A bar cross B bar. This is the formula for area of a triangle by using vector method. Okay, so I mean like this only they will ask the question. 3 points they will give. Okay, find the area of a triangle by using vector method. Okay, so here in determinants also same question is there. Find the area of a triangle by using determinant method they will ask in determinants. But in vectors, a 3 mark question they will ask, find the area of a triangle by using vector method. Suppose sometimes they will not mention vector method. So that time we should identify vector is there means that is vector method, students. Okay, when vector is there, that is vector method. Only points is there, that is determinant method. Don't confuse. In determinants also it will come. Same question, 2 mark question. Find the area of a triangle. Here also same question will come. Find the area of a triangle. There determinant method, but here vector method. Area of a triangle formula is 1 by 2 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. Next come to next point. Next point is area of a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram is very simple, magnitude of A bar cross B bar. And observe students, this is area of a parallelogram with adjacent side. This is with adjacent side. Okay, area of a parallelogram with adjacent side. Next for CET, okay, for CET, area of a parallelogram with diagonal side. So that is area of a parallelogram with adjacent side. This is for PU. This is for PU for 3 marks question. This is also for PU for 2 marks question. This is for CET. Area of a parallelogram with diagonal side is 1 by 2 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. Don't confuse. Area of a triangle is 1 by 2 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So area of a parallelogram with adjacent side is magnitude of A bar cross B bar. When area will come, we will write the unit, that is square units. Here also square units. Here also square units. Okay. But area of a parallelogram with diagonal side is 1 by 2 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. These are the observations of cross product of vectors. These are the observations of cross product of vectors. Okay. In next session, I am going to discuss exercise 10.4. I mean 10.4 is cross product of vectors. Okay. I am concluding the session. Thank you, one and all.